We are in the last week of May 2026, and a lot of us have been growing these onion plants for what, 6 months now or more, I guess in some cases, but somewhere around that 6-month mark we have been growing these crazy onions in tents, inside, in windows, anything you can do really, or anywhere you can put them. And honestly, that's kind of what I've seen from watching all your videos out there. And then now that I'm trying to put mine out and putting them everywhere, I feel your pain. I've got onions everywhere, and they're actually doing pretty good. I did see Pete's video where he talked about, and if you don't know, Pete Trenuth or Trenouth, I don't know how he actually pronounces it, but he runs this competition, and I'll link his information right here. If you're interested in joining this challenge, send him an email, get a hold of him on his channel. You can jump in on next year's because it's not going to be that far until we're starting our seeds for next year. But Pete has said in his videos that a lot of people dropped out, and unfortunately that does happen in gardening. A lot of times you lose your crop, especially when you're trying to start this stuff as early as we do. So let's take a look around. I'm going to go handheld for a little while, take you around to each one. We'll look at all the ones that I just started, 2 weeks ago, I think? 2 weeks ago in that video, I started more Elsay onions, which if you don't know, that's the onion that we're using out of the UK to try to grow the Giant Onion Challenge, or to try to do the Giant Onion Challenge. And then I've got my Joe Atherton seeds that Pete sent me from the UK, and I got those started too. So we'll take a look at those and see how they're doing, and then I'll kind of show you what I've got set up with all these onions spaced out everywhere. First, let's talk about the two that were started off in the tower garden. Now, at first glance, a lot of people might look at these and think that they're not doing too well, especially because of these crumply tips. And since we're constantly looking at new ways to gauge how big our onions are, how about this one? Let's do a Mountain Dew bottle. So a little bit wider on both sides than a Mountain Dew bottle. And that's the, 24-ounce Mountain Dew bottle, I guess. I was just trying to last minute look for something that everybody would know. All right, now, but if you look inside here, we actually have new growth popping up through the center. We have another new one here. And that's really what onions do when you've had them inside, or at least sometimes, when you've had them inside for a long time and you transition them outside. A lot of your old foliage will start doing this. You'll see a lot of people will actually get in here and top or prune and cut the tops of them off, which we are going to do with some of our onions. I haven't seen anybody talk about it yet, so I don't know if it's as controversial in the onion community as it is in the pepper community, but we will be trying that. And I'll talk more about what that is here in just a minute. Now, my other one that was in the tower garden isn't doing that well. I don't see, I thought I saw a little bit of fresh. This is the one though that not a lot of the roots came out with it. So we're nursing it. It's still inside the greenhouse, and like I said, you win some, you lose some. Let's take a look at the hydroponic onions. Still in the quart jars. So I haven't upgraded them yet, but I'm seriously thinking about switching them over. So here's something you can do, if I can quit making a mess, is if you take, these are just tidy cat buckets. If you take a bucket of any kind, you cut the same size hole in it so that your net cup will fit right in. You can take your onion and lift it straight out of there and just drop it straight down into the hole and start using a 5-gallon bucket instead of a quart jar. So you can definitely up pot hydroponics, which a lot of people may not be aware of. Now, these are actually coming back really well. I was a little worried, if you watch some of the other videos, I was a little bit worried because I was getting a lot of this brittle stuff. I got a lot of tip burn when they were in the tents. I was having big issues with that. But now, get in here and look, and we have a bunch of new shoots coming out of there, and it's looking really, really good. And this one is actually starting to thicken up just a bit. This one's quite a bit thicker than this one. So there's our two that I've got in the Kratky hydroponic. Let's take a look outside at where I started scattering all these onions. All right, I've got them spaced out all over, but I've decided to utilize these metal bread racks that I have outside the greenhouse. These are 10 gallon, so 40 liter pots, if you follow in the UK or if you follow the liter system. This one, I went ahead and peeled back all that dry foliage, and I got that off of one of Pete's videos, I think last year. I went ahead and removed it to see what's gonna happen. We've got unbelievably long foliage, and you can see with the Mountain Dew bottle, we've got a pretty darn good size. Let me show you the one right downstairs. This is the partner to that one, still a 10 gallon pot, 40 liter. Lots of foliage down in there and a whole bunch of new foliage. So these two I have a lot of hope for, and they're doing really well. Now, one reason that I went ahead and put them on this big bread rack out here is, and I took away, if you notice, I took away the drip trays because I don't want them to sit in water. It can introduce disease, and it's kind of what was happening. I wanted to get them out of water way before now. But now when I can water them as heavy as I want, and that water will run out and drip out of the bottom, and it won't stay bound up in the soil. So just one of the things I'm doing. Let me know how you do it. Let's take a look over at the raised beds. These are my smallest onions down in here, and they were ones that, you know, you always end up with a whole bunch extra that aren't as big, and I don't want to get rid of them. I want to use them as my regular eating onions, and I'm really curious on really what they'll do in a big horse trough raised bed like this. My soil tends to prove itself every year, so who knows, maybe they'll come back. Now, they've only been in here for a week, but we do have a lot of new foliage, and if I top them, then it'll probably be these. And if you don't know, a lot of people at this point cut off right about there, so all the weight isn't right here on the neck, and they think, the theory is that when they hit that age where the neck starts to, you know, not be as strong and the wind's blowing, there's not as much up here to cause it to flop over and be done for the year as soon as it might be if you get that weight off of there. Then right next to it, I've got my other bed of them, and I only did 4 in this bed because they are a little bit bigger, and I've got a little bit more hope on how big they are gonna get versus the bed I just showed you. So there's only 4 in here. We're fertilizing the heck out of them. They've been in a little bit longer. I have not removed, you can see the skin. I still have the older brown skin on it. I'm not quite sure how that works. I mean, like I said, I've seen it in the videos, but I've never done it before. So if you have done that and you've gone through and taken that skin off, then let me know how it works for you. Let me know if you think it should be done. And who knows, maybe we'll do it to those too. Now let's take a look at my pride and joy. These two were my 2 biggest, notice I said were, my 2 biggest in soil. I actually think the 2 in the 10 gallon pots are starting to beat them. These are gonna catch up though, I think. But they got their own designated 3 foot by 4 foot raised bed. And if you look, actually, an onion from last year reseeded itself. And I think it's a spring onion or a green onion. But look at the size of that thing. So I've got 2 of them, and only 2 in a 3 foot by 4 foot bed. Back here, if you look, this is a peach tree, and over here's a peach tree. They will be being removed from this bed soon. I just put them in here to start. But you can see it next to the Mountain Dew bottle. It's doing really well. We're getting a lot of your new foliage in here. Everything's looking good. And I have not come up with a support plan for it yet. Part of me is thinking I should just let it go. But I guess we'll see. That'll be for a future episode. Now let's take a look at the seeds that we started 2 weeks ago and kind of show you how fast onions grow. In case you're wondering, I'm trying to spare you the inside of the greenhouse. It's like 80 degrees outside or 81, something like that, but it's well over 100 in the greenhouse. And those solar fans are going crazy, so I figured you would never hear me. Okay, this is the cremation vault that I showed you. I just drilled some holes in. And if you look, I have Joe Atherton. I just wrote JA on that half. And I have the Elsay seeds on this half with my 2 little markers to separate them. So 2 weeks in, they're looking really good. Let me put them up here so you can see them well. They're looking really good. They're doing really good. And the whole point behind this is I want to see how these finish up the year, just starting them 2 weeks ago, compared to all the other ones that we painstakingly have been dealing with for 6 months now. Does it make a difference? I don't know. I see people in the pepper world, because obviously that's my background. In the pepper world, some of the biggest growers out there don't start super early, and their plants are just young and healthy and they catch up. So that's the question I'm trying to solve here. And you can see my greenhouse is getting pretty full. I got stuff everywhere. So hopefully everybody's getting along well. Let's get you back in center here. Hopefully everybody's getting along well, and hopefully we still have enough people in this competition, even though Pete said quite a few have dropped off the map. But remember, even if it's not the competition, it's not too early in most areas to start your onion seeds right now and have an onion harvest that you can eat on until next season, or until the end of this year, when all of us crazy people are starting new onion seeds for next year's challenge. So always remember, you don't need to be a prepper to be prepared, and I'll see you on the next one.